feed forward mechanism. Let's take a example of spinal cord reflex. Let's suppose this is spinal cord. Spinal cord, brain, cerebellum, and this is spinal cord. Spinal cord. Here, in feed forward mechanism is the anticipatory action of the body that often operates during the spinal cord reflex. What happens here? Spinal cord reflex. Let's suppose this is a particular cord segment. Here is the effector organs. Here is the effector organs. If any change or movement to be carried on rapidly, the signal from the receptor come by afferent nerve, that is sensory nerve, and here spinal cord level it act as center and analyze the signal and send back the motor signal motor nerve, and the action is achieved. Now, since feed forward mechanism, sometimes body need to uh, act in some cases so rapidly that there is no enough time to reach the sensory information all the way to the brain and then travel back to the periphery and then execute or control the movement. So at initial phase here movement or action is done by two phases, done in two phases. Initial phase spinal cord spinal cord spinal cord execute the movement or action very rapidly, and if there is still correction or refinement to be needed, since this spinal cord initially uh, it execute the movement rapidly, and also it sends signals to the higher center, that is brain, some specific part of the brain like motor cortex, basal ganglia and cerebellum, and the movement is executed already, and in that movement if there is any correction or refinement to be needed, then this part of the brain will send the motor signal to the spinal cord, and then to the periphery by the motor nerve, and the refinement and the correction is done in the movement. In second phase, brain brain, a specific part of the brain like basal ganglia, motor cortex, and cerebellum specifically senses the action executed by the spinal cord, and again by analyzing it sends back signals to the periphery via this spinal cord for the correction or refinement if there is any requirement. Basal ganglia correct correct and refine correct and refine the movement or action if needed if needed. Hence here the brain is doing the refining and correction action, and the initial action is mediated by the spinal cord level, and this occurs like in maintenance of the posture or to react the sudden change in the environment. This feed forward mechanism execute the function. And one another example you can take also, like if you see some delicious food or smell or see, the nervous system gets activated, and the salivation and GI secretion, gastric secretion will increase before the intake of food so that can also be an example of feed forward mechanism. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you for watching.